Today I have with me Charles Oputa, aka AreaFada, entertainer, singer, songwriter, television personality, publisher, political activist, social activist, known as Charleyboy. If you don't know, I'll beg him to sort of introduce himself properly to our international audience. Because me, I want to enter broken language that just the aside to have you here with me. This is an honor. This is a huge honor, and I say thank you very much. So, sir, please could you kindly give us tidbits about yourself so that our audience, our German audience, can get to know a bit about you, who you are, and then just let's let me have an insight into you.
Well, the people who know me well, know me to my village, know my pedigree, know my heritage. To them, I'm Mr. Charles Chukwe Emeka Oputa. But the people who just know me for social media, okay? I am the brand called Charleyboy, the king of boys. Yes, the AreaFada, the father to their fathers.
Yes, sir. Yes.
The one of Africa.
Oh, do one of Africa, no joke.
Africa. Yes. And the president of all frustrated Nigerians.
They must know. They must know. They must know. They must hear. They go hear that.
So I'm here. I'm not a big boy. I'm a small boy, and that is why I'm still a boy. You know, and I started my musical career about some 45 years back, and ever since then, yeah, I never die. I'm still alive. I'm still kicking, and I thank God for all his blessings.
Before we go far, for those of us who don't know who I'm talking to, go check him out. Just go follow him on Instagram right now. I'm speaking to the AreaFada one. Go on Instagram, check out Emeka Oputa, Charleyboy, AreaFada one. Check him out on Instagram. Follow him, and also look him on everywhere on all online platforms. This is a giant in the Nigerian entertainment industry, in the Nigerian political activism sphere. Is a giant all-rounder in everything that has to do with Nigeria, Africa, and internationally. So I don't need to say much, just go search for him. It's called Charleyboy. Sir, growing up, when I was growing up in Nigeria, you know, your image, you know, the way you presented yourself, the way you carry yourself, your style, we didn't actually understand it then. Not until some of us came to Europe, when we start seeing like punks here and the other styles here, we start understanding some of these your styles and what it means, what you represent. We don't really understand it. So do you think Nigerians now have started understanding you and your personality and your way?
I remember the first time that I showed up, even before the brand Charleyboy, that I came to Nigeria.
Allow the mic on your place. Allow the mic, just the volume of the, allow the mic on your Facebook. It's off, but just allow the mic on your place on just the volume, because the mic on your Facebook is off.
Okay, so you can't hear me?
The Facebook people can't hear you live.
Okay, I don't know what to do.
There's a sign for microphone, just let it on.
There's a sign for the microphone on Facebook.
I can see that you're off. I'll ask you to unmute now.
So can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but now what you will do is the volume of the computer, shut it down. The speaker for this computer, not the mic, the speaker.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, but still go down with the speaker.
Go down on the speaker on the Facebook.
On the no, on the computer, on the key, you see the speaker sign. Just hold it down.
I'm not using computer.
You're using the okay. Just keep safe. But I can hear the sound.
Something is doing a feedback. Okay, is it better for you now?
It's okay now. But your mic on the Facebook is down.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, how about now?
It's good now, so we can talk now.
It's okay now.
It's good now.
Okay. So what was your question again? I'm sorry.
I was talking about your image. That growing up, some of us didn't understand your image, the way you dress, your rings, the leather you wear, and all those things. We didn't understand it until we traveled to Europe. Then we started understanding some of this, your image.
So the question is.
The question is, do you think Nigerians now understand? Have Nigerians come to understand or come to terms with your image and what you represent?
Well. After almost about 50 years, if they don't understand, I'm be say they are mumuna follow come now. And I'm not responsible for that. You know, it's either you get it or you don't get it, you know. But we set out to build a futuristic brand, okay? I remember some 50 years ago when I came back from one of my trips from America, and I was donning an earring. And at that time, it was taboo. Everybody was, see man where they wear earring. How dare he do this? You know, this man is crazy, he's crazy, he's crazy. But look at 20, 30 years after, see how many crazy people from Nigeria where they wear earring. So sometimes, you know, if you're not trendy like that, you know, Nigeria is a very conservative place, and it still is. And that's why my father felt that nobody would understand this thing that you're doing, because they would think that you're irresponsible. But my brother, I've discovered in life that if you stay tenacious to your objective, to your dream, and you're consistent, and you're focused, and you keep working hard, even people will no agree your way before, at one point in time, they will later be bowing for you because they have seen the light. So if you ask me that question, I would say a lot of Nigerians have seen the light. They now understand what I was trying to do 40 years back.
Somebody said from Charleyboy's gang, say your image is original, which is actually original. And for those of you watching here, my guest today is the AreaFada himself, Charleyboy. Please go follow him on Instagram, Facebook, and on online platform. And also, please share this video for all those. We are going to have an important discourse here. Please share this video. So, have we ever had a good government in Nigeria? Taking to the situation that is happening in Nigeria, have we as a country ever had a good governance? First of all,
point of correction. Stop addressing me as sir. I'm not a knight.
Right,
I'm not sir. I'm not boss. I know they pay your salary.
Yeah.
And I'm not a British knight.
Knight, okay.
If it's for respect, you address me as father.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Take me there.
And that is what I've become to the Nigerian youths.
Yes.
Now, you've asked me, have we ever had good leadership before? In the beginning, some semblance of it, okay? But because we have left politics to just politicians, that's why we are having the problem we're having now. Because somewhere down the line, our values in life changed. Because during my time, I remember in the early 50s, they used to ask somebody, I said, who is your father? Who is your mother? They didn't ask those questions to know whether your father or your mother was rich. They asked those questions to know what kind of background, what kind of upbringing that you had. In those days, parents raised their children on very strong morals and values. But somewhere down the line, immediately after the war, it seemed like we threw all those values and principles and morals out of the window. Because in my time, premium was placed on people of honor and integrity. You should not even get money, but if you're an honest person, a man of honor, a man of his words, people tend, the kind of respect that people gave to you in those times are the kind of respect, misplaced respect, they are giving to any billionaire they see, regardless of how he has made his money. So, and this is why I say, if you promote goodness, you have a lot of people wanting to do good. And if you promote evil and you promote negativity, you have a lot of people wanting to do anyhow they like. And this is the situation that you have on the ground. Like I said in the beginning, the leadership was, it was okay, but don't forget, Nigeria was built on a very faulty foundation. It's like a building. If you want to start to build your house and the foundation of the house is already faulty, you can't be talking about you want to add first floor, second floor, third floor. It doesn't happen like that, because one day that house will collapse. And that's exactly where we are in Nigeria today.
The advocates of breakups are holding to that issue of the foundation being faulty. But do you think breaking up Nigeria is a solution to the situation at hand right now?
Well, let me use marriage, for example. Are you married? Are you married?
At the moment, no.
Okay.
It was.
Now, if you're married and somewhere down the line, you and your husband or your wife, they get problem, I think the best thing to do is come to the table to discuss your problems. If you can solve it, if you have a sense of compromise, okay, you strike a balance. If you can solve it, you guys make up and continue the marriage. Where you can't solve it, to have a united front and to live in harmony, I think the best thing is divorce. So if we take it on that level, we'll ask ourselves, are all the regions represented in Nigeria, are they ready to sit at the table to discuss that the way this Nigeria is going on, it's not favoring many people. It's not favoring the middle belters. It's not favoring the Bayelsa, the Ijaw people. It's not favoring the Westerners. It's not favoring the Easterners. So how do you continue with that unity if nobody believes in one Nigeria? So you either come to the table to discuss and restructure it so everybody can be comfortable, or to the tent, O Israel. It's that simple.
So do you think the government of the day has handled the issues with the Bohos and the Nazi Nandi Kandus properly? Do you think the government of the day has handled the issues properly?
The government of the day has made a lot of goofs. There is a reason why people like Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday
Igbo,
Sunday whatever, and different people voices are springing up. Okay? It is simply because of all the injustices in Nigeria. It's because of the oppression in Nigeria. It's because a lot of regions in Nigeria, they don't feel like they belong. So this is not about Nnamdi Kanu or Sunday Igboho or whoever. No, it is about the injustices in Nigeria. Because if we were living in peace and harmony, why do some people want to break up now? There will be no need for that. But because something is systematically wrong, and that's why people are agitating to go their separate ways.
But do you think the method they have tried to pursue this whole situation is the right method?
Do I think what?
The method that Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho has used, this method of agitation, do you think they should have got this? Is there any option left for them apart from this option?
What are the options that is left? You know, feed the beat Pekin, you say, make the Pekin no cry. Okay. It's not possible. Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, they are just symptoms. They are not the problem. They are symptoms of things that have gone wrong in Nigeria. And part of those things that have gone wrong is the nepotism, the tribalism, the corruption, the marginalization of all the different regions in Nigeria, where a certain region is lording it over everybody. So like as I said, if you want to treat their cases in isolation, no, let's look for the root cause of that problem. What is that problem that produced a Sunday Igboho? What is that problem that produced an Nnamdi Kanu? Because I'm sick and tired of Nigerians, rather than addressing the burning building, they are busy chasing rats. What is that? It doesn't make sense.
But do you think true federalism is the solution to the Nigerian problem?
Well, me, I'm an ordinary creative person. Okay? If you ask me what we used to have in the early 60s, where each region donated to the center, it works for me. It worked in that time. I don't know why they push that aside. And that is the big problem, where the center is like winner takes all. That is wrong. Because if you are a hard worker, for instance, and I go come, they steal everything where they produce to take, they feed my own people.
Yes.
And it's not like it trickles down to my own people. I will take the money, your sweat, and then squander it. Isn't there something wrong with all of that?
Father, you sing one song where you call Poto Poto for one of your songs. And inside that song, you describe the whole scenario, the whole situation, but still, inside that song, you see the point to light. Say there's still somehow there's light at the end of the tunnel. What didn't give you that? What makes you to believe that there will be a solution to our problem?
Because brother, nothing lasts forever. Oppression cannot even last forever. Good times cannot even last forever. These too shall pass. Not be today, where some people they try to destroy Nigeria. Yet for some strange reason, Nigeria has been existing to today. And I pray it will keep existing. Unless when we come see say there's no way for way again, then to their tents, O Israel. So because I know that nothing lasts forever, and as a human being, as you did so, if you know, say, God forbid, say now tomorrow you go die, you no go do anything. You go just sit down, they wait for the death. I be no be so.
That's all.
But because you believe that your tomorrow will and should be better than your today, that is why you're struggling. So regardless of whatever is going, see, to tell you the truth, I believe in young people. And I'm not just saying that to say it, because all my friends are young people. I know they follow old people. I know they follow people my age, because they learn from young people. Okay? And I believe that the salvation of this Nigerian contraption lies in the hands of its exceptional youth. You go ask me where those exceptional youths they are still in Nigeria. You know why? Because explain to me why it is that when some Nigerian youths, when they leave Nigeria and they go to whether na Canada or whether na Yankee or America, they start to blossom. They do well. They spread their wings. That means that there is something wrong and something negative in Nigeria that kills the dreams of young people. So, and that is why I'm out here in the diaspora begging people like you to use your platform, make una know what you una get to do to come rescue us where they back home.
That's actually my next question. What is the role of, how do the diasporans participate or influence the situation back home? How do you think we can influence it?
I can just give you one example. Okay, like the people where they for London, they always going to the parliament to protest, to write petition, to say, look into this, our matter is getting out of hand. So all the Nigerians in the diaspora, in Canada, in America, if we all, they bombard the government of the country where they stay, maybe, I said, they will look into the matter, but I don't trust Oyibo people.
And they hear you.
They know, say, most Africans and most African leaders are all mumus. So for them, they look at Africa as a transactional a geographical area where they can make money, just like what the Chinese are doing in Africa. They're all over the place. Now then get half of Africa, if not 3/4 of Africa, okay? Because we have very bad leaders. So the first thing to do is for Nigerian youths that I believe in to start getting themselves together. Let's put pressure from the government of the country that you are staying to see how far we can go with that.
Somebody in Radio 101 Esegbe says AreaFada looking younger and younger. So there's a father, he said they say they were old, say they look fresh and ever. Now, well, for those of you who are just joining us, my guest today is Charleyboy Oputa, aka AreaFada, the Odudu Baba, one of Africa.
Not Odudu Baba.
Odudu Baba. Odudu Baba na talk now.
No. It is spoil my name. Take your time.
Odudu Baba, one of Africa.
Odudu Bariba.
Okay, Odudu Bariba, one of Africa. Now, a lot of things they jump from my head. Don't mind me. Okay, Father, a lot of diasporans don't live here. Go enter politics. Do you think they have done well?
The only image where Nigeria gets now it's because of these exceptional people that are in the diaspora who are doing well, who are not fraudulent.
What of those that have gone home to join it? Because there are some people like you or some other politicians, some that left here and infused themselves in the political system in Nigeria. Have they done well?
That is why all of you who are still in the diaspora, you people should wake up. Except you don't want the survival of your country anymore. You should wake up, because the few who have gone home, if you guys in the diaspora don't give them the ginger, I swear to God, they will be swallowed by the evil in Nigeria. If you give them 1 year, you're not going to even recognize them again, because their thinking and their mindset will be so altered. Because in Nigeria, they have this mindset: my thief is better than your thief. We have not agreed that a thief is a thief. And as such, there are consequences for stealing. As long as now your own brother or your own sister, now him dey for top, whether now correct thief, 419, fraudulent bastard, you go say live and there, because now your brother and now your friend. If likewise now my own brother or my friend enter, you go they come they criticize them, because you know say you no go get anything from them.
Yes.
So until we agree, say stealing is bad. Any person will steal, I beg, as we used to do before, carry and go bar beach, executor, then stealing go stop.
Okay, so if you talk like that, do you support a zonal presidency system?
Which one be zonal? Which is be zonal? Me, as I did so, if una like, make una bring goat. I don't care what area presidency comes from. If we say, okay, we are going to judge you based on what you've done, your CV in your life, all the businesses that you've managed and managed properly. We're not going to judge you based, say, you come from here or you be this person or that person. No, show us your credential. What have you done so far in your life? How can you have a system where if I no get school certificate, I no even pass standard 6, I can be the president? Why? How can? Then I will have a professor. As me no pass standard 6, a professor going to answer me, sir. Then what's the point of going to school? How can you have nincompoops, riffraffs, people from the gutter, aberos, take over the political landscape of the country? What do you think will happen? It will just be more crimes, more stealing, more bandits, more forgery, more corruption. Because part of what I'm talking about, we are all guilty. You, me, we are all guilty. It's not about Buhari do one thing or do. No, we follow for the thing, because when all these cowboys and all this ragamuffin riffraffs, they enter government, Shebi, they look the other way now. At least for the people who go school.
But so you think our vote counts?
Your vote cannot count any longer, because you have allowed criminals to take over the space. They know how to manipulate everything. So your vote cannot count. But you see, even in the rigging business, there is how, like, you're running for presidency, and all the youth in Nigeria are for you. Yeah? And they go and get their PVC and do what they are supposed to do. It go hard for me, assuming I'm a tout. I just come from nowhere. And you're the better person. And you have the youth of Nigeria lining up behind you. It go hard for me to win that election. It go hard. And which is what all these youths, you go for Twitter, you go for Facebook, you go for Instagram, then they just the yana pata there.
Yeah, but sir, but even in the Senate recently, they vote against electronic transmission of the election result, upcoming election results. Do you think?
Who do you think most of the people in the Senate are working for? Who you think say then they work for? When criminals occupy that space, what do you think will happen? Do you think anything will be straightforward?
But sir, would you have supported the electronic transmission of the results?
Now, it calls for more transparency. But they will shoot it down because it will favor them. It will not favor the criminals.
But how can the masses then affect the way the Senate votes? How can we affect that? Like in this instance.
I wish the masses of Nigeria know what's coming. If they know like I do what is coming, they'll be ready to lay down their lives if need be. March to that Senate and drive every motherfucker there because they are not doing nothing. They are just a rubber stamp Senate. If the poor masses know what's coming, hey, because you can only die once now.
Sir, but do you think the NSAS protest should have gone that way, move in that direction?
Which direction?
Of occupying, like the Senate, like checking them properly.
Why not? But what my sons and daughters did not understand, the day of that massacre, in the morning, if you go and check my timeline on Instagram, I told them, I say, you don't know the enemies that we fight. They are capable of anything. Let us go back to the drawing board and re-strategize. I was supposed to be at the venue that day. I did not go because the person I was supposed to go with was not feeling well. So I had to stay back to nurse her. Otherwise, I would have been at that because they asked me specifically to come that day. That was why I did not go there. Okay? So, you see, even I see some of my sons and daughters, they were waving the green, white, green flag, believing that as they do that, nothing will touch them. No soldier or police will harass them. But we know our government is that of cowboys. Do anyhow. And all the killings that have been going on, has anybody come to say, we don't catch some people and this is their punishment, you know? So if somebody says that government is also guilty, why wouldn't I believe it?
Do you think the youth participation in politics now, like a youth political party, do you think, or take for example now, sir, we have the Showareys, we have the Nnamdi Kanus, and we have the Sunday Igbohu. Do you think that them coming together and forming a political party will be a formidable force?
Well, it's a start. If everybody were there, they sincere to the cause. The problem with Nigeria, me, I don't do for activism. I hate to be addressed as an activist because that word is so bastardized. I prefer to see myself, and this is really what I think I am as a social engineer, somebody who takes time to rebuild the mindset of young people. Okay? That's what I've been doing for 45, 50 years. Social reengineering. No, guys, there is a better way of thinking. Because if my people know better, they will act better. Because a lot of us are living in obnoxious ignorance. Now, I've been the talk that time, say, the mumu, oh my God, now factory fitted.
So there's one question that's been bugging my mind. You know, if you speak to people out there, they will say the problem is the Fulani-led government and all this stuff. But yet, the southern corner of the two major tribes in Nigeria have not been able to come together to produce candidates.
Because some people understand the politics past the West and the East. So when election don't they reach, and so then go take Igbo man, take Yoruba man, then go jam their head. And usually at the bottom of it all is money. Because for this, who spoil Nigeria? Igbo man dey there, Yoruba man dey there, Ijaw man dey there. All of them, they are well represented. The thing we say, some people want chop past everybody. Some people want chop, say make every other person die. Man, that is horrible. I can't even explain that kind of mindset. So the day, and I'm praying that I will see it in my lifetime, the day an Igbo man, a Yoruba man, a middle belter man could say, this cheating, this wayo is enough, and they come together. The problem is solved. It will, you go shock as the problem will take disappear.
But why can't even now the Nnamdi and the Sunday Bulls, why they are fighting the same enemy? They say the Fulanis are their problem. Why can't they even come together to fight the same cause?
If you ask me now, who I go ask?
Question. Somebody wrote here, say Nigeria don't know who the enemy is. The enemy is the Western imperialist, elite super culture. I think sometimes we should look inward and think about
that is true to a point. But now who they allow this foreign influence, they do.
Yes.
Now we Now we who go tell the people for outside, say you get where we hide something. Now people on the inside though. Now then go tell outside people. So it's still Nigerians betraying Nigerians.
So let's go to the music aspect now. The likes of you and Fela Kuti and the rest of others, people who have used music to speak to the issues of Nigeria and Africa for a long time, have predicted the situation that we are. You have been talking about the situation that we are going to be in today for a long time. Do you think the present crop of musicians are carrying on in your shoes?
My brother, to each his own. Everybody gets in own way. This business we're in is called show business. It is about the show and it is about the business. So as a musician, if you decide to strictly focus on the business, I can never, and nobody should hold it against the person because it is called show business. Yes, there are a lot of people that like to sing about nyash and breast, and they are singing about nyashes and breast because people like you and you like those kind of music, so you're buying it, and that is why those type of music are highly commercial. They are also singers, young people of today, who want to sing about the suffering or who want to provide solutions to the problem that we have today. So it depends on who is listening. Where is your mindset? Where your head today? Now only to hear about Nyash or to hear about the situation on the ground. So don't use one broom to judge everybody.
So one of your songs, you say, you did a song that's titled God of Men. What role do you think the so-called men of God has played in the orientations of Nigerians now, how Nigerians think and how they react to situations?
They are part of our problem. Religion is part of our problem. And they ask them, Japanese, then they take go church. Why are they progressing? Chinese people, they take go church. Why are they progressing? It's a mindset thing. The Mumu Nigerians believe that prayer can solve everything. But can really prayer solve everything? Because prayer without action, it is for Bible. It's rubbish. We go don't do the action, then we go ask God to bless that action before that action go work. But in Nigeria, it's the other way around. Then you have people who say God called them, God told them. Useless wayo motherfuckers that are just stealing from the people. I've always said, if you have 100 pastors in Nigeria, 98 of them, if not 99, they're all businessmen and women. It has nothing to do with saving your soul, forget it. And that is why I call them God of men, God of men. Because I have seen that most people, they fear and worship their pastors more than they fear and worship God. So what's up with that? Why is that like that? Meanwhile, most of the broken homes in Nigeria, you can trace it back to pastors. What's up with that? Pastor go come build universities and build things where their congregation, their poverty-stricken congregation, can't find the money to go to those kind of schools. What's up with that? Pastor go tell you, say, in God's hand, everything, make you no worry. Meanwhile, he's going around with 80 bodyguards, police people, like he's the president of Nigeria. What's up with that? God no fit protect them again. And then the worst way they make me weak, Nigerians go see all of these things and then go they still run to them. I don't understand though.
So, but would you entirely blame the pastors or would you blame the citizens that buy into this? Because we still have people who have lived in this civilized world, sometimes in Europe that still think, worship these pastors, not God.
I blame everybody. I blame the congregation. I blame the pastors. Everybody have their own share of blame. I blame the pastors for taking advantage of people's ignorance. I blame the people for being in the dark and not wanting to receive light, receive common sense.
But would you blame poverty also in the system?
Would I blame what?
Poverty in the system.
Poverty in the system? Mm-hmm. We have no business being poor. We're only poor because we are stupid and ignorant set of human beings. Greedy motherfuckers. Nigeria don't get any business with poverty. But it's because we've allowed all these scumbags, riffraffs, hooligans, people of no pedigree whatsoever to occupy our space. And that is why Nigeria is broke today. How can one person steal money that 5 of his generation can never finish? What is that kind of stealing? I mean, are they normal people? One person, he go steal the money of the whole village for waiting. Even if they say he's still small, just small. Just small. Not be to carry everything. But this is what you have in Nigeria.
So okay, let's bring it back to your music now. Let's still talk about your music at whole. So I said, Father, do you think, as the son of a very prominent person in Nigeria, very prominent in Nigeria, was there any pressure in the pursuit of your music career at the initial stage?
Before Uncle now, my papa called me one morning. We don't worry. Make you listen to story. As then someone me, I go meet him. He can't give me one letter. He said, my son, tomorrow, pack your things. Tomorrow, take this letter. Go to Port Harcourt. Go to Mobile and Escon or whatever. Go and give so man this letter. You go start work the next day. I look my papa. I look myself. I say, Daddy, no time with me and you talk, say, I go work. Because me, I know say, I no get discipline to do a 9 to 5. I no get that discipline. My life has always been about go find your way. Find what you go take yourself do. Until that point, when they give me that letter, I don't know what I want to take myself do. But when I can't remember, as my papa been the tackle me from when I did small, because up to that point, I did not like my father. Let me just say that I hated my father because I felt he was too overbearing, too cantankerous, too everything. I felt he was old, he was outdated, he don't understand nothing. Even though he's a judge, that will not concern me. But the most important thing was that I say, for how long? They ask myself, how long will I live under somebody else's shadow? I wanted my own life. I hated to be introduced as the son of so person. I want my own identity. And I've been feel say my father been the cramp my style. So when he come ask me, say, okay, you know one work, what you want to do? My brother, the thing will come out from my mouth. I don't even think up. It just come out from my mouth. And I know why it come out from my mouth, because I won't shock that man. I won't pepper the man. I won't tell him, fuck away. Yeah, now you born me, but you're not my God. You can't be dictating to me, you know. And me, I no care. At that point, I no care. You know why I no care? Because when I did secondary school, he came one of my friends. He's an orphan. He no get mama, he no get papa. But now him they carry first. Now him be senior prefect. Now him be the best student for that, you know. And I come to see as a boy, they take advance, they advance. You can't clear for my head, say, you don't need to even get papa or mama. As long as you yourself say you dey focus and you get direction where you dey go, you must reach that place. So I come to ask myself, if that my friend, we no get mama, papa, where then they contribute money, go fit, they succeed, they go. What more me? Where they don't train for school finish. I say, God punish my papa that time. So when they come ask me, say, what thing I want to do? I tell them, say, I want to be a musician. Hey, my papa just faint. He say, I know you will be useless. Like the thing when my papa open his mouth to tell me, say, I know you will be useless. I say, me? So I don't talk anything. Now from that day, now I disown my papa, disown my mama. People, they think say not the other way around. Why I say I disown them? Because I swore that day, as I don't finish, I don't get my degree, I don't give them the certificate. Because left to me alone, I no even for go school. I swear, I no for go school. Because I no believe say I be need school like that. But I thank my father for forcing me to go to school. Because school can't give me extra sense.
Enlightenment.
So when I come, after we can't do that quarrel, person way from Yankee come back, or just from America come, we never reach a year and a half. From Owerri, I come move, go inside village. Now inside village, I start Charleyboy. You don't see that kind of thing before? I spent 8 years inside village. I moved inside the village because I didn't have money to pay rent. I didn't have a car. I didn't have anything.
But I remember say you come up with your wife, American wife also.
That time now, we still, you know, we were young. That time, they one that say, it be like say the babe, they craze. How they follow me do all this pugege worker? Because for my village, water no day, light no day. We they go stream to go fetch water. You leave America, you won't come stay with me inside village. I just they manage now. And they take they cure my frustration that time. Because hunger, now that time now I see poverty for my crow eye. And shame no gree me to go back to my papa to go beg him for 1 kobo. Because I swear with my God, I say this man will say me I go useless, he go see something. And then later see something. Because I can't get money pass him. I can't get name pass him. Now that time I begin to say, I'm Charleyboy's father.
But with all this success we come with your music, did he still accept and he receive you? That he can follow with the flow? Because I watched one interview. I remember saying I watched one interview with you. One interview for Charleboy's show. Where they
my brother, let me tell you something. You see this life. People feel they talk. Once you have succeeded and you're a success, the people will go claim you, they wonder who them be.
So I remember the interview where you get with her, when they tried to test look at you, with all these things. I remember that interview you had your father as a guest on your Charleyboy show. It was so funny. That was in the 90s, I think so. In the late 90s or early 90s.
That man, before he died, you know, say I go bring them from village, when they don't retire. By that time, I don't do on a cruising level. I go bring them from village. They can't live inside my house. Both of them died in my house. They lived with me for 15 years.
Great.
15 years for my house. I used to send them to abroad at least 3-4 times a year. my papa was so blown. Now, so they go around, they introduce himself as Charleyboy's father. So that is to say to you, even people no believe what you they do. Once you succeed, hey, you go everybody go to come to worship you.
But I wait to your father had been there government. He was the Chief Justice of the Federation at a point. And
he was a Supreme Court judge, not a Chief Justice.
Yeah, the Supreme Court judge who handled the Oputa panel, who was in charge of the Oputa panel. So how did he take to your making music and become your music in the area of activism?
I don't answer that question now because, okay, the activism side.
The
activism side. He used to tell me when I was young, like me and all my siblings, he said, anytime when I see injustice, fight it. If you don't fight it, it will come back to chop your head off.
Mm.
As a lawman, he believed in fairness, equity, and justice. Mm. So that was his normal preaching. So he was not surprised when I started becoming militant in my activism. When I say, after all, Okada people where I go fight for, they do Okada business. I know they do Okada business. Military pensioners where I go fight for, am I in the military? No. All the people where I fight for, I don't get business with them, but not because of how person go there, then go to oppress them like that. I don't want to take IC.
But I no sense any danger in your activism, as you know, when
no,
you're fighting.
He did now. At the later part before he died, he was so worried. He said, make I stop to the worker for road. They do I no go agree, I will not go agree. He warned me so many times, but he himself, he knew that he couldn't do much because that's the way he brought me up to be. So, if you bring somebody up, finish like that, you go tell and say, no, don't, But of course, as a parent, he was always concerned. So he was always like, hey, slow down small, slow down small.
So I want to take you to your latest album. What is the idea behind your latest album? Your songs.
You say?
Your songs, your latest album. What is the idea behind it? What's your direction this time around?
What do you mean my direction? My direction has never changed. If you know anything about music, it has always been high life Afrobeat. Okay?
Yeah, but what's the target of the message? Is the message staying on the same course, or is your message moved in any direction, in a different direction this time around?
I choose to talk about the things that I'm frustrated about, which is my environment, my country, and the things that I worry about. When I say life no balance, I don't look left to look right. I can't say true. This life no balance. Some people get head, they no get cap to wear for the head. Some people get a cap, they no get head to wear the cap. So I can't look left and right. It dawned on me, say true, life no balance. When I sing, say, poto poto, I look left, I look right, I look up, I look down. Everywhere na poto poto. Mm. That is my impression of the Nigeria of today. Mm. I talk, say, for that music, I talk, say, even to reach the top, you have to get connection. Mm. Because for a lot of people, they are suffering from stagnation because of no connection. Mm. I say, it go better. Now, so I dey hear. But I know, say, one day, our mumu go do. So I choose to talk about the things that bother me, the things I see wrong in the society, and I try to use the modern beat. That is why I work with young people. to give me that ginger, bring that modern beat. Then let me tell my stories on that beat.
Sir, in your song Pack and Go, you were very, very direct.
Which song?
Buhari must go. The song I use for the video.
But not be waiting every Nigeria they talk now.
Have you gotten any reaction for that song?
People go they react now. You never.
I mean, from the government himself, from Buhari himself, or something.
Now he might leave Abuja for them now. I know they're Abuja again.
What kind of reaction did you get, sir?
We will not discuss it here.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. And how do you think, how powerful do you think the current crops of Afrobeat musicians like the Davidos, the Whiskey, how powerful do you think they are? And how
I don't know. I can only talk about myself. I did my lane. Monkey see, monkey talk. The only thing I see is my lane. The only thing I'm concerned about is what I'm contributing. Am I part of the problem? Or am I in any way trying in my own small corner to solve the problem? After we finish Mumu Don't Do, our Mumu Don't Do, because our Mumu Don't Do is like a campaign. And we had, it was during electioneering time that brought this government. So we decided we were going to do a campaign to see how we can get Nigerian youths to come alive to their responsibilities. Then can't do election. The same person still win. Where I know say, for most of us, we don't have a hand in it, but we can't do any shit jack. So we changed that campaign from Amumu to Don't Do to now we be government. Because I say, how your Mumu go do? If you never understand, say, those people wait there for government houses, that they are servants. They are bloody servants. They are not our masters. And until it sinks very well into the Nigerian youth, say those people are servants here, they are not masters. So they should stop walking around like this. Because I feel once they start to understand those dynamics, then maybe something could change. Because like I always say, if my people knew better, they would act better. But most of them are just obnoxious mumus. The ignorance waiting for Nigeria, sometimes it shock myself. It make me vex.
And finally, do you think the youths of these days are capable of producing a viable candidate for the next election?
I will never make the mistake to say men no day. It's not possible. Me, I don't tell you earlier on in this our interview. I say, explain to me why some young Nigerians, as soon as they hold their party, they fit run come up for Nigeria. They go Yubo man place, begin they do miracles and wonders. Maybe like say them go there to learn those miracles. The thing they inside them. Then from the jungle and the hellfire called Nigeria come out. But as soon as they come out, something happens to them. Because they are in an environment that they can express themselves. They are in an environment that encourages them to grow. You so, maybe they do 2 jobs or 3 jobs, I don't know, for your Germany where you did. But if you go work, like clockwork, they know they pay you every week. Now you are the ask. You know
yes, they pay. Yes, they pay. Definitely.
So if they collect your money as per the time your money they do, now it be say you fit sit down, you go plan, even though the money na small money, but you go they get sense to say, okay, if I work rich like this, I can get my vacation maybe next year. By that I go don't save like this, and I go don't settle my bills like that. Can you do that kind of a thing in Nigeria? Can any young person plan in Nigeria?
No.
Can you? So when you're in an environment, then they say sometimes I know they blame all these young boys, whether na Yahoo or whatever. Because me, I don't know what I for do if no way for me again for this life.
Talk.
I go kill somebody now.
Talk.
I be at the craze.
Seriously.
I go kill somebody because somebody is responsible, and not to talk about say I want work. I want to be somebody. I want to keep my life straight. And then the environment and the people who run in that environment are telling me that my dream is fuck up. I go kill somebody.
With this, I want to say thank you very much. For those of you out there who are just joining us, or those who have been with us, I want to say thank you very much. AreaFada has been my guest today. Charleyboy Oputa has been my guest and has been a wonderful discourse. I want to say, go check him out. Go to his Instagram page, Facebook, online, everywhere. Follow him. He's always on.
So to TikTok. Oh boy, you failed many exams. I tell you, say, put my Instagram handle, make people this. Go to my Instagram now. My Instagram handle is Charleyboy AreaFada. One word.
Wow.
And Charlie, na CHARLY.
Wow.
No be IEO. CHARLY. Boy, of course, is BOY. AreaFada is AREAFADA. So one word, Charleyboy AreaFada on my Instagram. We're gonna go there now.
No, I'm not gonna go subscribe. Follow him online, search him online, and follow up. He's always online and always drops knowledge. They drop knowledge every time online. So, Father, I want to say thank you very much for this wonderful time. It has been magnificent. You don't enlighten us, you don't give us, you just fill us with knowledge. And then I hope enough of us have learned from this, and we'll share this video. And the communication, the comment section is open. This video is going to go live on Instagram, on Afrobizgermany, and I'm going to send it to Father. We'll put it up. So let the conversation continue from here. Thank you.
But you don't dream me to do. Yes, I just sit down. You just they interrogate me like say.
I said, I suck enough as I feel suck as I get this opportunity. Make I suck with her because a lot of questions in my head I want to ask. I want suck as much as I feel suck. And thank you for giving me this time. I appreciate 1 million times.
No, I appreciate you because you have asked intelligent questions. Because if to say they ask me nonsense questions. For Yabi, you go forget your life.
You don't give me some small sport.
But
you don't give me some small sport.
You're a good soul. You've done me. I interview people now. So when I see somebody we really know what they do, but let they sweet me, and especially I tell you now, if the person is a young person and he get vision and he's doing whatever he's doing very well. But let they sweet me. They be me like say, make I adopt them. See, I get many picking where I not take my prick bond them, but they are my son. I me train them for school. I me they take care of them. I see them as my son because now so my mama do, now so my papa do. So my own no go different.
Thank you very much, sir.
My love to everybody. Thank you.
Good, sir.
God bless everybody.